Well, as you guys can see, despite my Harley Davidson battery living on a trickle charger and it showing it fully charged, it is no longer capable of doing its job, which happens over time. These things do have a life cycle, and these standard batteries are just okay to begin with. Fortunately, we have a huge upgrade from Tykool. It's a lithium ion battery. We're gonna get it unboxed, install it in the bike, and talk about the advantages of lithium ion batteries. This is the Tykool LFP20L-BS-Pro, their LiFePO4 lithium battery, and it is a direct replacement for the YTX20L, YTX20L-BS, and the YB16CL-B. Do we care about any of that at all? Absolutely not. But what we do care about is this is a direct replacement for the current battery in the Dyna. It offers 600 cranking amps, which is almost 3 times more than the stock battery, and it has a 12 amp hour rating. Why do we like high numbers when it comes to these batteries? If you have a high compression motor, if you have bad automatic compression releases, if you're running a carbureted engine where it might not crank over and start right away like a fuel injected one because it either needs a choke or it's flooded, or if you have a higher amperage draw on ignition on due to aftermarket lighting, stereo upgrades, etc., basically, there's no reason ever that you would want a lower cranking amp or amp hour battery, especially if you're gonna be paying the same amount of money. So let's talk about some of the advantages to lithium ion over your standard lead acid or AGM batteries, and we'll also talk about some of the disadvantages. So when it comes to lithium ion batteries, they are much lighter than your AGM or standard counterparts. I'm gonna weigh them on the scale so you get some no BS real world numbers, but it's gonna be like probably 5 or 6 pounds difference, which is a little bit significant when you're talking about basically a free weight reduction. You'll pay a lot of money for weight reduction, and if you're gonna be replacing your battery anyway and it costs the same amount, it was a free weight reduction. So that's kind of a cool aspect of it. In addition to that, lithium ion batteries are much more resilient to voltage drops and basically those swings that you get over time of discharging a battery and then charging it back up. That really does not affect lithium ion batteries like it does standard batteries. AGM are better, but still when you have a bike that you barely get to start because your battery's almost dead and now your charging system's having to work harder to bring it back up. Every time that you're discharging that battery and recharging it back up, you are putting more wear and tear on it. Your best case scenario, you're looking at maybe 5 years out of one of these batteries, and that's like keeping it on a tender and never forgetting to plug it in and, you know, et cetera, right? Not dipping it down super, super low with all of your aftermarket accessories that we talked about. So you're really looking at a stock bike with a stock battery is going to work for you for maybe 5 years. A lithium ion one's gonna be good for 5 to 10 because of its capability to do that over time. The other advantage of a lithium ion battery is it is today's battery technology, and that means that they're able to incorporate a lot more into them. So these batteries, specifically from Tykool, they have a BMS, which is a battery monitoring system. So it will actually smart charge the battery to the proper levels to keep this thing in its optimum health range to be able to function for you as long as possible. It also has an LCD screen on top where you can push a button and it'll show you exactly what your battery voltage is currently at, which is just a really cool little feature that you probably don't ever need, but it's cool to have, especially for a bike like the Dyna where I don't have a battery voltage meter. So just kind of a cool little addition that you get when you purchase this. One of the reasons I really like Tykool is they are available on Amazon. I've used their batteries before actually. I had one on my Triumph Speed Triple 1050. It came the next day. Like Amazon Prime, I mean, you already have Prime probably. If you do, free shipping, it'll be here tomorrow. Like that's like, if you want to go get your standard one that's got, you know, a third of the capabilities of this one for the same price, and you got to go to the Harley dealership to get it, okay, sure, but come on, kind of a no-brainer. Tykool offers a ton of different batteries. This is just the one that specifically works in the Dyna, but they actually do offer one for the new model bikes as well. So if you are thinking about a good battery upgrade on your 24, 23 and a half plus Road Glide, they offer it. It's completely affordable. It's comparable to the pricing of your stock one, and the numbers are even more astronomical in terms of being a overly capable battery versus this one. I think it's like probably 800 cranking amps instead of 600, right? So it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I would consider it. I look forward to being able to tell you guys over time how this thing does, but for now, on paper, it just makes a lot of sense. It does offer a 12-month warranty, but with them being on Amazon and them being a large company, I truly believe even if 3 years down the road, if you had a problem and you reached out to them, they would rather have a happy customer. I bet you that they'd probably take care of you. So, kind of a no-brainer to me, but you know, everybody has to make their own judgments. I'm just here to share the information and show you guys over time how this thing works, because we're gonna install it on the Dyna today, and that's what's gonna be in the bike going forward. And if I have any issues, I'll obviously let you guys know. Now, with all those positives, you can expect there'll probably be a negative somewhere along the way. And with lithium ion batteries, that is extremely cold weather will affect the cranking amperage rating. Now, 28 degrees, you're not gonna see a difference. Like I said, I had a Tykool battery in my Triumph Speed Triple 1050. I rode it in like 25-degree weather during the winter a few times, and the bike cranked over just like it did in, you know, warm weather. No change. But -10, I don't know. Maybe it does affect it. I'm not riding in -10. I hope you guys aren't either. But if you are, then yeah, lithium ion battery may not be the best solution for you. I'm not sure. Your needs are going to determine what's going to work best for you. But I think for the average motorcycle rider, a lithium ion battery is the right way to go in terms of stepping into a superior battery option. Before we do get this thing installed on the bike, we need to pull the stock one out, and I want to weigh them both for you. Now's as good a time as any to do that. So let's get started on removing this battery. It's super straightforward. Got to remove the seat screw. Got the old custom off-wheel garage Saddleman seat. Love this thing. And now we've got two halves, one here and one here, to drop the battery tray down. And now we can just drop the whole battery tray down, give it a little jiggle. Just pop the battery up over the lip here. Then we have our 10 mil that's gonna be for our battery posts. We always wanna go negative first. Now we can just slip the battery right out. This thing is so freaking light. I don't know if this is even going to work with the scale. I might have to add something to it just to make it heavy enough, and then I'll have to use that on both batteries here. We're at 0, we've got our battery and a sledge. We have 16.9. Zero this thing out, and we'll throw this battery on there. And we have 7.1. 7.1. So that is a 9.8 pound difference between the stock battery and this lithium ion battery. Now, in full transparency, turns out the ratings are not 3 times, they're only 2 times better. This thing does have 315 cold cranking amps, whereas we're looking at 600 with the lithium ion battery. Still a significant amount more cranking amps. And as I mentioned, we have the cool little battery voltage guy here showing us at 100% and at 13.3 volts. Kind of a cool feature, huh? Anyways, I think it's time we need to get this thing in the bike and see if it does its job. So just like the stock battery, we have our positive and our negative terminals. Just gonna slip right in. And we're gonna wanna start with attaching the positive terminal first. And just like that, we're done. We gotta see if this thing starts now. So according to our battery voltage meter, we're at 100% and 13.3 volts. This thing should just fire right off. So we've got our choke on, fuel on, pipes are cold. I mean, grabbing behind the heat shields here. I mean, we'll see how we do. A little bit of tap it tick when it's cold, but fired right off. See if I can drop the choke down. Still too cold to fully take the choke off. Put it back a little bit. Nice, very nice. Well, I'm a happy camper. That thing fired right off, barely even needed the choke, which was nice. And yeah, I mean, I think our problems here are solved. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're good to go. This is great news because the girlfriend, Chloe, is very excited to start trying to ride this thing. This is a Swiss Army knife bike for us. I want to be able to screw around on it, do some stunt stuff, and also have her be able to ride it. And one of the first things about that is teaching her how to work the choke, you know, turn the fuel on, all that stuff. You know, that's going to take a little bit of learning, especially when it's colder. And with her having to start it more, we need to make sure that she can crank it some and not just have it just, you know, with the old battery, prior to it getting to the point where it wouldn't even start anymore. It was like, if I didn't get it to light off like right away because I knew how I needed to work it, it wasn't going to start, and then I was going to have to bump start it. So yeah, this is awesome. I'm really, really glad that I've got this battery swapped out. Big thank you to Tykool for trusting me with sending me out almost a $200 battery in exchange for me to just talk about it and see how it does. As I mentioned, they do offer a battery for our road glides as well, and honestly, I would have put one in. They emailed me offering me one, but unfortunately I have already swapped out to a new battery from Impact Wiring Solutions, but nonetheless, I do think this is a very great affordable option, and I honestly would have gone with that if I hadn't already purchased a new battery. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think about this battery or Tykool as a brand. Anything else that you got? Suggestions for other people in the comments, all that stuff is always welcome and appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. As I said, we're gonna be teaching the girlfriend how to ride this thing, so I think I'll definitely try to get some footage of that while trying to not make her feel uncomfortable about getting filmed and learning at the same time. But obviously want to share that with you guys because I'm sure that's gonna be a fun experience. And we have plenty of upgrades for this thing. We got a brand new set of tires and some 13-spoke mags that we're gonna be converting over to sealed bearings from Timken Bearings from Vulcan Works. So we've got that to look forward to. It's gonna make the bike look even better. I don't like these spoke wheels that came on it, and they don't really balance great. And then also, my Lindell 19-inch front wheel just got shipped, so that'll be coming soon. I did drop my bike, so we got some paint work that we're gonna be doing. In addition to that, I have some upgrades that I'll be adding while we're at that. That'll be a future video coming soon. And I did install a steering damper as well. So plenty of stuff to talk about with that. If you want to see more of the 24 Road Glide content, Dyna content, me trying to learn how to stunt, everything that I do here in the Off-Week Garage, make sure you hit that bell notification. Helps me out a ton, and I just really appreciate you guys' support. So thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in my next Off Week.